God, Razor.
My god, second one today, too easy, man.
Your journey ends here.
Alright, so we all know, upper chest, 4-shot kill, wonderful time. But this recent buff with the QBZ is actually huge. So 2 shots to the chest, and now with the 23s, now we're getting a 4-shot kill easier than it was before. Before it was basically a better CAR 15, but now it's much more consistent up close, and I can confidently say this is probably the best gun, especially with all these range maps that we're getting. I'm talking for AD, this is specifically for AD. The AKM, I would say, is tied, but it's kind of like when you play, I would say, I don't know, Splitgate, an arcade shooter, where you have the main gun, QBZ, where it's just accurate, and then you have its harder hitting counterpart that's a little harder to use, but also considered just as good in different ways. That's the AKM. So if you're playing Medic, I would say MCX is probably the meta for you. MP7, it did get nerfed, and now there's definitely a reason to use the MCX. Already was, it was already amazing, but I would say that's definitely the meta for Medic. So the gameplay I have for you guys is actually worth watching. That sounds crazy, I know. But there's a lot of cool spots on Cracked that I put together in 2 gameplays. I'm gonna cut it up, put it all together, and even if you're experienced at this game, it's mainly for Viren, mind you, but you're gonna learn some stuff, okay? I promise. I promise you will learn at least 1 or 2 things. These are the same, these are handling. The right rail is always where I like to put it. The QCQ SMG, there's a few guns where it actually looks different. The top can be better, but that's typically where I put it. I probably should have showed this off first, sorry. Tactical barrel, whoops. Oopsies. This still leaves us with 42 meters for long-range beams, but since I'm using a drum in this case especially, even if I'm not, it's just really easy to make the overall best feeling build. It may not have the maximum range, but that's okay if we're hitting our shots. We're extremely limited in this case. This is like the RM, this is like the AUG. We don't have very many pieces to choose, so the FFC is an easy choice. For the 6 handling, I mean, you get so much out of it, it's just such an easy choice. And then from there you want to go with handling. The Phantom just has the best handling out of these pieces, but costs you stability. So, since this piece gives you that too, that helps already. We're getting an ADS piece. This isn't the AKM, okay? This gun's a lot easier to control, so it makes this possible as well. Just wanted to point that out. It's a pretty smooth gun from base. So, we got the EC Universal Front Handstop. Holy, I didn't realize how long the name was when I started it. Since this gives us a shit ton of overall stability and just ADS speed, well, with the handle it gives us strafe speed too, I was able to calibrate towards the ADS speed as well, not worrying about stability when moving. So yeah, I fit the drum on there just because I feel like this is a gun you can definitely do that with. It's like the AK-12 where, yeah, you know what? you can definitely sacrifice some handling, whatever you want to call it, because you're sacrificing pretty much everything. It still works just fine. I'll put the link to my 30 build, and I'll drop the updated code for that if it works for you, I hope. If it doesn't, I'll have the build guide for that. If you can, turn on scope magnification adapts automatically. This is what I like, but definitely mess around with this. This gun's really good at range, so it's definitely okay to have a little bit more visual recoil. The more zoom you have, like a sniper scope, you're gonna feel that visual recoil. So that's why I like 1.0 with the scope magnification adapting automatically. It doesn't zoom in your screen at all. That's why I like this. And then this sets it so that I see just the sight. So this is where all the balancing comes into play. 600 muzzle velocity was pretty much where I was satisfactory. Of course, the more the better. It's going to make it easier to aim at people at close range, or sorry, long range, but it's not going to affect the time to kill when you're in close range fights. It's not going to make a difference there. You're not going to feel it whatsoever. It just makes it easier so that you don't have to lead your shots more. Basically, we want everything with this build, and that's why I'm only at 600. That's how I fit all this shit on there. Anyways, minus 10.4, minus 11.6. Just a lot of me balancing stuff. Here's where the headache ends for you guys. Yeah, it's nice and simple. Maximum control, maximum ADS speed, even though it says what it says. The last two calibrations are matching, so bam, nice and easy. Same thing going on back here. To explain these, basically this is sway. We sacrifice the sway, and then we sacrifice the firing stability. Let me explain why. We basically put on pieces that give us a fuck ton of those stats, okay? So we get it back, and we get better handling out of it. Basically allowing us to fit it on. I always like to show this to maybe give people relief when they turn that down. Your aiming stability while breathing, sway range, is still amazing, especially when you hold breath. So you really don't have to worry about that. The extra control is pretty much free here. And the only time you want to set it for aiming stability while breathing is bolt action and like pump. The pump. Because you're not controlling anything. Even semi-auto, you still gotta control recoil. So control is usually what I use. Well, I better hop on in 2 hours and 32 minutes. Oh god damn. Please use my code, because mine's about to expire. Whatever will I do? My boy Byron, he's looking at me like, god damn, that was not slick. I did not smoothly put that code insertion in there very well. Hope you enjoy the spots. I'm out. Peace. so sick.
Come to my aid! I'm injured! Help me! Medic! I need help! Need aid! Thanks a lot! Hey! Impact's effective! Requesting artillery barrage! I'm injured! Help me! Good to have you! Force field active!
Nice work. Your journey ends here.
Ugh!